Versatility Vision. This is part three of Tupac Shakur, aka Makaveli, and now it's finna get deep. We're going into the rabbit hole a little bit. You know, we done dug the hole, and you know we are getting there. You know, we're trying to be square with this. We're gonna stay on our square. We're gonna stand on our square with this one, because this is where I feel a lot of people get confused about this, because you know you got Pac. He's already established. He's been established. He's a movie star. He has gold and platinum selling records or whatever. Me Against the World. I don't know how many times it went platinum, but you know, while he was locked up, it was platinum. You know, he had #1 songs, Dear Mama, and all those records or whatever. So now we're in death row. Now we're in a whole new different ballpark. One thing I forgot to mention in his earlier ones, like in part 1 and part 2, was Layla Steinberg. And Layla Steinberg was somebody that he met when he was in Oakland. I believe he lived with her for a while or whatever. And they used to read together and philosophize and everything like that. So she plays a very big, important role, I feel, in his thinking. And I remember in one interview, she said, you know, they studied the occult and everything like that. So he had all this stuff in the back of his mind. He had a lot of this stuff, you know, stored away in his conscience or whatever, you know. So that's just something I forgot to mention about Layla Steinberg. Now, this is somebody who knew Pac, you know, before he was big time or whatever. So, like I said, now we're in death row. New different ballpark. We got. This is a whole nother type of label or whatever. You know, it's funded, of course, by Interscope or whatever. But you hear names like Harry O, you know, big time drug dealer. You know, I don't know if he's in life, he's in there for life or what. But you know, if you watch the documentary where it shows that like he helped put up money for the label, and it was supposed to be his label, and he was a partner and all the other stuff, you know, all the politics behind that, then this is where this goes. You have David Kenner, you know, big time lawyer, you know, inside of death row. You have Reggie Wright. You know, we have informants. I mean, we got the whole shindig. This is going down now. Like, he's moved up. And, you know, a lot of people say, like, yeah, Pac wanted to leave and Pac wasn't happy and he this and that. Look, check this out. When you working for an employer, all right? Now, if you have a job, if you have a regular 9 to 5, you know that you have a boss that you have to get along with, even though you might not like them, you might not agree with them, and you have coworkers. You have coworkers, you know, where, you know, some coworkers are like, you know, they are this close to getting their ass whooped. Those type of coworkers. This is where you work. This is where you make your money. So you are going to have to put on some type of persona, and you're going to have to put on some type of act in order for you to get paid and get this motherfucking money. This is what you got to do. And this is why I say, like, I bring this up all the time, because people forget this is common fucking sense. I'm on death row. All right. I got a contract. I owe these people $1.4 million. This is what I got bailed out for. I'm bailed out. I'm out. I'm finna start over again. I'm finna do it my way. But at the same time, I still have to put out that gangster raw shit because this is what the label was known for. We got Dr. Dre over here. You know what I'm saying? He came from NWA, from being a DJ, and he was with Easy, and Suge Knight got him out of there. And, you know, this is the circle. This is what we're dealing with now. Now, you know, I can mention Dr. Dre because, you know, he was a part of Death Row. So, you know, even before, you know, Pac came, I think that Dr. Dre was like, this shit is fucked up. Like, I ain't fucking with this shit too much, you know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to get the fuck out too. And eventually that's what happened. Dre left. He was like, fuck this shit. Hell no. I got my contract. I'm signed the exclusive or whatever the politics with that shit was. But, you know, eventually Dre got out. He got out while he can. Untouched, unscathed. He left. He bounced. Pac was another different deal. So he had what, 3 albums? 3-album deal? So he had a 3-album deal. So, you know, of course people knew, like, you know, he's probably going to leave after this. This is a stepping stone for him. You know, it's like, hey, yo, I'm out. Y'all put up this money for me to get out. I still have to deal with this shit though. Y'all don't. But I do. I have to deal with this shit. So I'm going to make this money for y'all. Bam. I'm going to make the money back. Here it is. Double disc album. 2 albums. I went 6. I forgot how many times he went platinum. 6 times platinum. Or whatever. Y'all got y'all money back with interest. I'm done. I'm over. I got 1 more album left. And I'm done. I want my money. I want what y'all owe to me because I still got to fight these lawyers. I still got court cases. I still got lawsuits and shit. None of this shit went away. So I need mine. You know, so I got to get out of this shit. Now, at the same time, Death Row is being infiltrated. Pac probably knows this shit. I mean, come on now. I mean, he wasn't no fucking dummy. I mean, a lot of people just look at Pac when they seen him on TV and interviews, and he's just loud and reckless and shit. Like he didn't know where he was talking about or where he was going with his thoughts. I mean, come on. I mean, the dude was a descendant of the Panthers. His mother was a top Panther. I mean, come on now. Like you can't, for him being an individual, you can't go through life, you know, just being reckless with your thoughts. And this is about, like I said, about empathy. You know, putting yourself in his shoes. Just try to do it for a second or whatever. So it's like he knew what was going on. It was just that he had to play the role. Shit, I'm an actor. I know how to do this shit. I gotta be cool with these people. Like I said about employment. I gotta be cool with them. I work with them. Yeah, I'm finna make it seem like that I'm down with these niggas. I'm busting niggas in their mouth. I'm stomping niggas out. I'm being reckless and everything because I have to sell myself. Because I don't want to get touched. I got my own plans. I have what I want to do. I know what I'm about to do. But they don't need to know this. This is not none of their business. It's none of their concerns. So I acted my way in. And I'm going to act my way out. That's the bottom line. You know, but was it too late? Was it like, damn, I'm in too deep? Like in the beginning, I was like, who was I remembering that I couldn't forget? Who was I remembering that I forgot? Kevin Hackey. Kevin Hackey was a informant for the FBI that was infiltrating Death Row for racketeering or drug smuggling or whatever they was. But it was a bunch of motherfuckers in Death Row who were associated with the LAPD, including Reggie Wright. You don't think Pac smelt bacon? Let's be serious. Come on now. You don't think he smelt that shit? Like, oh my God. That's why everybody in his early days, they didn't stop fucking with him, but it was like, yo, like you over in some other shit that we can't deal with. I'm sorry, Pac. Like, we got to step away from you. You know, we cool with you and everything, but we got to step away from you because you in a whole nother ballpark with this shit. So he was like, trust me, I got this. Assuming, allegedly, he was saying, I got this. Don't trust me on this. Because I'm finna do what I gotta do. I'm finna knock out these tracks, these albums, and I'm going to bounce. They gonna pay me my royalties. I pay them back in interest from when they bailed me out, and then I'm gone. Now, to my understanding, Pac said, I ain't going back to jail. Fuck that shit. I ain't going back. So whatever I gotta do to not go to jail, I'm gone. That's it. Fuck it. So now, I mean, like I said, is it too late? You know, you got people who are trying to assassinate him, and there's been plenty of attempted assassinations on his life. And these are facts. You can look back at the timeline. This is where I want to bring up, you know, like John Potash and Russell Poole. One of my favorite, you know, documentaries is, you know, Chaos Merchants, where it's like a lot of this shit you can uncover, and the FBI war on black leaders and Tupac or whatever. So you can check those out and pick apart that shit and put it back together, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So up until, I would say, I don't know if I would start at him being, you know, getting into it with Snoop. Maybe I might start before that because, you know, it's a competition. You're dealing with an employer. You know, these are the basic ladders and basic structures of an employer. You have one person who's there who never had any experience. Somebody brought him in who was Snoop. And, you know, he made that role. You know, so it's Dre and Snoop. They made that fro. You got Daz and you got everybody else. You know, Danny Boy comes in. And it's a lot of other people, you know, Lady of Rage and everybody else who are supporting cast of Death Row. But Snoop and Dre are the ones who made Death Row or whatever. Then you got, you know, Pac coming in and he's already established and he's just adding on to it. But, you know, he purifies the shit, and it's like now the shit is on the map. You know, it's like that's Tupac. He's out of jail and he got songs with Snoop. He got a double disc, something that's never heard of, and most people don't understand that DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince was the first person, the first two people to come out with the double album, which was He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, but that was on vinyl. Then it was Pac. Pac came out with the double disc with the two CD disc or whatever. But anyway, so now they're at the top of the list. They are there. This is where they're at or whatever. So now let's go back into getting deeper. So now you have informants. You have all these people infiltrating Death Row and everything. And I mean, you should know that Pac he got peripheral. He's seeing this shit or whatever. But it's like, I'm not trying to be involved in that shit, but I still have to play the role. I'm still going to have to play this role in order for me to get out of this shit, because you know what? I'm out on bail. I'm not clear to this shit. This bullshit that this bitch accused me of. This bullshit that I had to go to court for in 94. Got shot with in 94. Got shot over in 94. Or whatever else was going on. This shit is still not cleared up. I'm tired of this shit. Like I said, he reads the book Makaveli. It's a reason why his alias was Makaveli. his alias wasn't what's the dude named The Art of War who made the I forgot his name. God damn it. I want to say Shang Tsung, but I'm thinking of fucking Mortal Kombat and shit. It's not Shang Tsung. It's the dude that made the book The Art of War. But he didn't name himself that. You know who I'm talking about damn it. Tucson or something like that. Start with a T or something like that. I forgot his name. But he didn't nickname himself that. He nicknamed himself Makaveli, but he had to been overwhelmed with information in order to do that. So he's letting everybody know it's like it's now or never. It's like, what the fuck do I have to lose? I can do this or I can do that. Either way, I'm fucked. Because they done already fucked up my character. They done fucked up my name. I've been accused of the worst thing you could be accused of. So it's like, what else do I have to lose? Maybe this is what he was thinking. Maybe not. Maybe it was like, I'm fucking dead anyway. So I might as well talk all the shit I can, call all the people out I want to, and fuck it, whatever happens, happens. Maybe so, we don't know. All of a sudden, here comes Hit 'Em Up. Dissing Biggie, dissing Mobb Deep, Chino XL. I don't know if, probably Nas was in there. I think Against All Odds, he dissed Nas or whatever. But, you know, to Hit 'Em Up, we know that it was mostly aimed at Biggie, Mobb Deep, some little instances of Lil' Kim or whatever. And I just feel he felt very passionate about it or whatever. But maybe he wrote that at a time where he thought that Biggie, you know, had something to do with his shooting. But later on, he figured like, damn, like that shit, I already put that shit out, so I can't take it back now. You know, and I think that he probably found out it was like, it really wasn't him. But at the back of his mind, you know, you smoking, you drinking, it's like, nah, fuck that. You know, he knew. I was in his hood. He knew. He had some type of knowledge of something. So fuck that. But despite all the entertainment and the cameras and the albums and everything that goes with the politics in between that, we still have FBI informants. We still have Bloods and Crips inside of a record label, inside of a corporation. So we have an infiltration in. People are watching. People are talking. People are working for this person. People are working for ATF, probably the CIA, of course, Kevin Hackey, the FBI. So people are being watched. And some people are probably reckless. And these people are probably being recorded, and everything that they do, they're probably being recorded. Everything is being taken down. But, you know, the type of a guy that, you know, Pac is, I'm just here to work or whatever. You know, and you know, if I'm not down with the program, then it's going to seem like, and it's going to look like that, you know, I'm not playing the persona that I signed up for, because this is the job that I signed up for. So I have to play some type of role, because I'm pretty sure that Pac knew that any type of fucking violation that happens to me, then I am going to go back to jail for violating parole or violating this or violating that or whatever. And like I said, of course, you got David Kenner, the jack of all trades when it comes to legal business, as far as the record label, probably a criminal court and, you know, things of that matter. We have, like I said, Reggie Wright. We have, Shaniqua. I think it was her name, Shaniqua. Suge Knight's ex-wife. We have them in the mix. I mean, there's a lot of people in the mix. That's why it's so confusing, because everybody just, when they think of Death Row, they think of Pac. They think of Tupac. And they think of Suge Knight. And then, like, the counterparts are Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. But, you know, everybody doesn't want to think about what's around them and what's going on around them. Because we hear about what happened, you know, with people getting smacked up, with people being late and getting smacked up, people saying the wrong thing, getting smacked up. I mean, we're hearing all that stuff. We're getting all that recorded. There's been plenty of testimony where people said this is what happened when Suge was around. The big bad wolf, you're getting smacked up. The biggest dudes, biggest hardcore buff cock diesel motherfuckers getting their head rang, getting that head whooped by Suge. But again, Pac was just there to work. So now, ending this, getting more deeper, especially in the next segment that I'm going to do. Now we're going to Vegas. Snoop Dogg gave his testimony. Tupac heard on the radio. Snoop was like, I ain't got nothing against Biggie and Puff. You know, those my homeboys. Frank said, oh, Pac was pissed off. Oh, he went looking for the motherfucker. Like, what? What? You cool with them? Oh, fuck that shit. Oh, fuck this nigga. Somebody sent somebody to get some weed for Pac. He was like, tell that nigga to come up here. He was like, nah, he want the weed by himself. He just told me to come up here and get it. Pac wasn't fucking with Snoop. Like, that's how it is? Okay. Chaos merchants, we got the little shit a little half dead. I'm gonna get to all that shit. I'm gonna get to all that. Snoop goes on the plane. Snoop won, you know, they told Snoop to ride alone. None of his bodyguards, nobody's, just Snoop alone and everything. And what Snoop say, hey, cuz, you going to Vegas? Tupac brush him off. Start talking to somebody else. Hey, cuz, ask him again. You going to Vegas? Brush him off one more time. Accordingly, that's the last time Snoop seen Pac alive or conscious or whatever. Pac didn't want to go to Vegas. He didn't want to go to Vegas. But he had some incidents with, you know, he was finding out that his money wasn't right. He's like, yo, Suge, where the fuck is my cut? I paid y'all back. Rumors and allegedly Pac said, after I cut this Makaveli shit, I'm out. I'm getting the fuck out of here. That's what was said. And rumored that Pac was going to Vegas to settle the financial differences between him, Death Row, and Suge Knight. That's the reason why he went to Vegas. But why? Couldn't he just have lawyers just settle that shit? What was he going to do? What's the real reason that Pac went to Vegas? This shit gets so confusing now. Now we get into theories. Because on this point, becoming in this next segment, nothing has been proven but hearsay. Hearsay, that's it. There's no proof of nothing. There's no written testimony. It's just that what they said, well, such and such said, so it must be true. Such and such was close to Tupac, so it must have been true. So I'm gonna go off what they say because they sound so credible that the shit must be true. Oh, such and such said on the police force, such and such said from the ambulance, such and such said the bike police, such and such said that the witnesses that didn't see nothing. All that shit we're gonna talk about in the next segment. So now we've come to the point of this night of September 7th, 1996. And we're going to break this shit down piece by piece as clear as I can, as frank as I can. Because just backtracking a little bit, I already went through Death Row. We already seen the type of atmosphere that shit was. This was business. I'm dealing with an employer. That's who I'm dealing with. I'm an employee. I have to get along with these motherfuckers. I want to get paid, so I have to get along with them. I don't fuck with it. This is not my shit. Motherfucker, I'm a revolutionary. These niggas ain't no revolutionary motherfuckers. And if they are, they're not showing it that weed and that liquor is blinding their ass. That's not the type of shit that I'm on right now. That's not the type of shit that I ever been on. I gotta get along with these motherfuckers because I work with them. That's it. That's all. At the end of the day, nigga, I'm trying to get paid so I can do what the fuck I want to do. It's some people that said that Pac could have had his own label before that. But he wasn't getting paid right. He didn't have no financial literacy. He didn't, nobody, people just paying him. Like, he didn't have no bank account and all the simple shit, that you have to do with dealing with finances. There wasn't no damn debit cards out and shit like that, because he probably could have had like 100 of them motherfuckers and just stored his money on there. He probably would have been good. Maybe he would have had to have different pins for him and shit like that, but that's irrelevant at that time, so. But he had to get along with the motherfuckers. That's what he had to do. Informants, FBI agents, all these people around him. He's hearing stuff. People around are seeing stuff. People around him that are around them are seeing stuff and hearing stuff. There's criminal activity going on. Oh, fuck that. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get violated and I'm gonna go right back for some stupid shit or some different shit. That's something that I didn't do on top of what I didn't do from what I got locked up for in the first place. Fuck this. I gotta get out of here quick, nigga. I'm in the studio every day. 10 hours at a time. Fuck that. Go to sleep. I fall asleep in the studio. Even if I don't fall asleep in the studio, I'm gonna go smoke, do whatever I gotta do, eat, get some pussy. Nigga, I'm right back in this motherfucker. Brrr, where you at? Nigga, I'm at home. Come to the studio. I'm trying to bang out this track. Hurry up. Damn, Pac. Alright. I'm on my way. No, nigga, hurry up right now. I mean it. Alright, I'm on my way. That's what happened. I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is the only way I can do it when nobody else trying to help me. This is the way I gotta do it. Now I gotta get out this situation on another platform. Because I just can't leave like this. And nobody just gonna let me leave like this. I can see it. Las Vegas. 1996, September 7th. What happened? Next time, we'll find out. Y'all stay fit, keep sharp, and make good decisions.